Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over the article that New World just dropped a couple of hours ago. It's titled New World Aeternum Launch Update. It says, embark on a new starting experience during the Season of Opportunity, our first season in New World Aeternum. First repeatable soul trials to a free-for-all PvP zone, up-leveled in-game rewards, and a 10-player raid. All of our major updates have been driven by player feedback. Here's a brief overview for you to learn more about the key additions. Check out our full breakdown of the release notes for additional information on all things of Season of Opportunity. And then here's the global launch info. Here's the big picture here. Los Angeles at 6 a.m. tomorrow on the 15th. New York, 9 a.m. So if you're here, right here in Texas like us, it'll be at 8 a.m. And then the rest of the world. New World Aeternum downtime will begin for all worlds at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will be for 10:30 for me, on October 14th. That's just here in maybe 4.5 more hours. Each region will open at the following time and require a full game download. All European and AP Southeast worlds across PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S and PC will open at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 a.m. UTC on October 15th. Pre-order and deluxe edition bonuses will not be available until approximately 4 a.m. on October 15th. All of the worlds, US West, US East, and SA East across PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC will open at 6 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. UTC on October 15th. Console preload starts on October 13th, which was yesterday. Console was able to preload the entire game starting yesterday at basically 8 o'clock my time. PC players will be able to download the New World Aeternum game update during the downtime on October 14th. If you currently own New World, you will be able to download the New World Aeternum game update during the downtime on October 14th. Here's what to expect. The New World Aeternum update will show up in your game's library page. You will need to click the blue install button to begin the update. If you have automatic updates enabled on your Steam account, no action is required and the update will be automatic. So this is the biggest thing that I really wanted to check out, the target lock changes. Thanks again to everyone that took the time to not only participate in the open beta, but also leave extremely detailed constructive feedback. We have made the following changes to target lock. Note that these changes only affect PvP. PvE still behaves as it did before. Killing a PvP opponent in target lock will no longer automatically switch to another target. That's awesome. This led to situations where an ability in progress would instantly target another player when the current target was killed. This maneuver wouldn't be possible with manual aiming on keyboard and mouse, so we removed it. That's awesome. Target lock now breaks more aggressively when losing line of sight to your target. Breaking line of sight, even briefly, will lose the lock, which allows easier evasion and better preserves stealthy gameplay in PvP. So I like that, because I mean, obviously if you're going to be able to run behind a pillar or run behind a barricade or something, that's going to break your line of sight. So you're going to have to be able to not only be comfortable with the auto lock, but also aiming down sights or whatever, however you want to call it, ADS or whatever, and force you to actually aim. So that's a huge change. That's a huge W for that. A character's turn speed is now slower when using target lock. We've slowed the character's turn speed when using target lock. This results in a slower tracking speed for targets, meaning that homing attacks will miss more often on a moving target. Temporary blunderbuss now deals less damage in PvP. We agree with the player feedback that the guaranteed hit just doesn't feel right. To mitigate this, we temporarily reduce the blunderbuss's base damage in PvP to compensate for the guaranteed hit. We will continue to investigate long-term solutions to be implemented in the near future. Which I know the blunderbuss, I've seen a lot of people talk about how super overpowered it was on Reddit and Twitter and stuff. So I didn't ever get to actually play. I played with it a little bit, but I didn't actually play with it in PvP. But that sounds like it would be a good change, a good welcome change for the community. I just hope they come to an actual solid final stage for it, and they'll just be able to tweak it here and there depending on the update and stuff like that. Crossroad arenas and improved matchmaking. Finding matches in 3v3 arenas will now be much easier thanks to Crossroad matchmaking. We've also introduced skill-based matchmaking to both arenas and Outpost Rush. Look forward to higher quality matches against other players of similar skill. Finally, we've added role selection to these modes, similar to expeditions. We will now split roles better between teams for a more balanced experience. New PvP zones, the Cursed Mist. The foggy southwest reaches the Cutlass Keys or Lawless Place, where the Golden Greed Curse of La Esperanza treasure drives fortune hunters to murderous madness. Even the closest of companions are liable to lethally betray one another. Gather cursed doubloons and resources, but you'll have to escape before the looters steal your spoils. Get a better of what to expect from our developer deep dive, which we covered that in a different video. I'll have that linked in the description below. New 10-player raid, the Hive of the Gorgons. One of the most exciting new features coming is our first ever 10-player raid, the Hive of Gorgons. After defeating Medusa in New Olympus, players will learn of a new threat. The Gorgons have risen, and they're raising an army of the Hircine. To stop them, you'll have to assemble a team of powerful players, enter the Hive, and navigate a gauntlet of challenging puzzles and epic boss battles. Learn more, and again, we already went over that. I have that video down in the description below. We're also getting some new artifacts. Turn your enemies in power against them, improve your survivability, and more. These 8 new artifacts, each featuring its own quest line for upgrades, will redefine your playstyle. Here's a preview of what to expect from their unique abilities. Cow of Power, Light Headwear. Despite energy, if you hit an enemy while your mana is below 50%, gain 25% increased damage for 4 seconds, a 10-second cooldown. Survivor's Coat, Heavy Chest. Survive. If you get hit while below 50% health, you gain 50% stamina. Lose all debuffs and gain a potion surge that instantly refreshes your next used healing potion, 120-second cooldown. Ghostly Touch, Medium Gloves. Ghostly Embrace. When you hit an empowered enemy, dispel 2 of their empowers and you gain 10% empower for 10 seconds. With a 4, that sounds like it's pretty overpowered right there. Well, it's only a 4-second cooldown. Azoth Conductors, Medium Long Legwear. Magician's Boons. While in medium armor weight, deal 15% more elemental damage. Elemental Band Ring. Elemental Affinity. When you hit a target with an elemental attack, not attunement or damage over time, gain 4% in power for 6 seconds. 10-second cooldown per element type. Max 1 stack per elemental type. So it sounds like you'd essentially be able to get 4, 8, 12, 16. 12 or 16% in power for 6 seconds, which that sounds like it'd be pretty sweet. Especially if you're going to be playing any kind of like Magic the Arcana or Fire Staff or anything like that. Something Warhammer. I don't know how to pronounce that. Consume. Gain 25% lifesteal against knocked down enemies. Grace Greatsword. Offensive Speed. When you enter offensive stance, gain plus 20 movement speed for 6 seconds. Keen Speed. On critical hit, gain 20% haste for 7 seconds with a 7-second cooldown. Power Stone Flail. That's the new weapon they added. Heavy Burden. While above 90% health, attacks inflict 20% weaken for 5 seconds. I don't know. I hope they change that, because staying above 90% health, that's gonna be unless this is just for PvE, and healers aren't supposed to be taking damage, but yeah, I can see that being actually really good. New seasonal reward track. The season pass gives players a variety of ways to earn new cosmetics, transmog tokens, artifacts, and more. Highlights on the premium reward track include 1 set of seasonal armor skin, 5 pieces, 9 seasonal weapon skins, 3 mount attachments, and 2 seasonal emotes. The free track is available to all players and also contains unique cosmetic items, while the premium reward track offers the ability to earn extra rewards for 20,000 marks of fortune. And then it goes on to say additional notable updates. Repeatable in-game soul trials. The following content has been increased to level 70 and now includes up-level rewards. Sandworm, Hatchery, and Winter Rune Forge Trial. Swimming, new cinematic storytelling, new repeatable expedition quest, new fishing quest, 4th maximum character slot, cross-platform play, new starting experience, performance optimizations, which I think is one of the biggest things that I spent maybe 30 hours the last couple of days just trying to get familiar with the game itself and the game world on the base game. And whenever I first jumped into it, it didn't feel the same. It didn't feel as good as it did in the beta. So I'm really excited to get back into the actual full game on launch in just, 14 hours, because I really want to get back into that super feel good play, that performance and play. New standard worlds, enhanced controller support. And yeah, I will say, me playing on controller on PC, the controller support that's native in the game as of before Aeternum update launches is nowhere near being on par on what it is whenever we were playing in the beta. So I'm really looking forward to the updated controller performance, because I feel like it's a hit or miss. There would be some times where I'd go and try and turn in a quest, or even go hit X to do something in the menus, and I would just have to tap it a bunch of times, or even revert to my mouse and keyboard to be able to access certain UI or certain parts of the menu. And player archetypes and maximum gear score increased to 725. And then this is a short little 32-second video showing the store showcase. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's what you can buy with the Marks of Fortune, which that looks sick, dude. I really like that. I like the mount skins. That looks freaking sweet. But yeah, man, that's what we got. I'm not so keen on that at all. That one's okay. I like that one. That one's all right. Looks like a triceratop bill thing on top of their head. But yeah, that's what we got. I'm hoping to get a text message from my boss man. What'd that say? If you can see me, it's already too late. Your fate is sealed. Players can obtain these items individually or bundled together in exchange for Marks of Fortune. Yeah, there. I should have just scrolled down just a little bit more. Which cosmetics will you add to your collection? Check out the in-game store for full rotating selection. Thanks for your support. We'll see you in Aeternum. You'll definitely see us. But yeah, waiting on a text message. I'm trying to rearrange our my vacation days, or end up not going on a cruise because they got a freaking storm out there where we planned on going over in Cozumel, and so we kind of decided to take it and put it towards something different, which is still going to be a cruise, just on a different time. But I'm trying to start my vacation tomorrow instead of going all the way through Monday, and I'll just go to work next Monday. And then, but yeah, just waiting on a text message. If that's the case, I will see y'all at 8 a.m. I will be making a live stream countdown timer, or y'all are more than welcome to come and hang out. I'll be chatting in there every so often. But yeah, with that, thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all tomorrow.